Investigation, police noted a bump. It was visible on the child, and hospital staff informed them that the child could have a concussion. While talking to the mother, an argument between Kearns and officers escalated into a physical altercation. Kearns was arrested and charged with first-degree criminal abuse of a child 12 or under and fourth-degree assault, and was lodged in the Madison County Detention Center. We'll have more details on that as they become available. Laurel County Sheriff John Root is reporting that on Wednesday, December the 7th, Trevor Donald Collins, age 23, and Jessica Odell, age 28, of Scott Street in London, pled guilty in Laurel Circuit Court to a recommended sentence of 30 years regarding an investigation conducted by the Laurel County Sheriff's Lieutenant Chris Edwards and other sheriff's deputy investigators. The complaint was reported and investigated by sheriff's detectives, and the pair of individuals were arrested on February 22, 2021 in London. Allegedly, Jessica Odell and her boyfriend Trevor Donald Collins had reportedly subjected a female child to sexual intercourse, sodomy, and deviant sexual intercourse. These two individuals pled guilty to a recommended sentence of 30 years. As detailed, Trevor Donald Collins pled to 1 count of rape first degree, child under 12, and 1 count of sodomy first degree, child under 12. Jessica Renee Odell pled guilty to 2 counts of sodomy first degree, child 12 or under. The final sentencing has yet to be announced. Well, abuse of any kind should never be taken lightly. Unfortunately, some victims of abuse cannot escape or heal from the trauma. Many organizations have made it their passion to give all the support they can. WBON TV's Lindsay Reed sat down with Redeeming Hope on their mission to help victims of sex trafficking.
There is no hiding the fact that sex trafficking is happening every day worldwide. Women and children from all around the world are being trafficked, whether that being taken from their homes or within their homes. The organization Redeeming Hope here in Madison County is on a mission to help victims of sex trafficking in all ways possible.
Learned that human trafficking is the second moneymaker in the United States, and Kentucky is number 9 in the nation. Then I realized how big of a need it was here, and how big of a need and how sad of a need that it is.
Worked with girls that had been abused and trafficked, and I've personally seen the devastation that it causes.
Zinnia Hensley, who is also part of Redeeming Hope's mission, has been a social worker for many years in Madison County. She explained to me how frequent sex trafficking cases were for her.
It's right here at home. People think that it really is not a lot, but it is so much. We see it so much. And I know I work in the police department now, so I see things that happen like that. And yes, it's CPS, so those things do come to us. But still, it was a lot. It wasn't 10 cases. When your first year, you have over 100 cases of girls being sexually abused or kids being sexually abused. Like, that's a problem to me.
The mission that Redeeming Hope has been trying to complete is a home for girls from ages 12 to 18 that have been victims of sex trafficking or any abuse.
We're going to have up to 12 girls, and we're hoping to have equine therapy for them. We do have some ideas going right now of where it's going to be. It will be in Madison County, but we're waiting to finalize some things before we announce where it's going to be.
We want it to be a home. This is not going to be, yes, it's going to be a group home, but we want it to feel like a home style situation, not an institution, not a residential facility. That's why we're keeping the number small, from 10 to 12.
This project will not just be another group home. It will be a home for nourishment and healing. Redeeming Hope has plans set in place how these young girls will be given the care and love they always deserved.
To me, it's a 3-part process. The therapy to help them recover from the trauma, the education to help them understand and move forward, and the love, just to heal their hearts. I want them to be able to go out in the world happy and productive.
In order for Redeeming Hope to reach their end goal, they need help from citizens of Madison County, whether that be making donations or volunteer work. Redeeming Hope plans to have the home finished by the end of the summer in the new year. Right now, they are doing everything possible to have a safe haven for these victims. They are having fundraisers in the future where all proceeds go to building the home and supplies needed.
At the moment, we're mainly doing the fundraising, and people seem to be very acceptable of it. One of the volunteers is so excited she's working on a Valentine's dinner, so we'll be having a Valentine's dinner, working on a silent auction that'll be coming up in the spring. And we really want to, in January, it's Human Trafficking Awareness Month, so we really want to get out and talk to different churches and businesses and just make them aware of what's going on with human trafficking.
If you are interested in helping in any way possible, email redeeming.hope.ky@gmail.com or contact Lisa Foster at 859-582-1010. Once again, you're watching WBON TV Channel 9. I'm Lindsay Reed.
Thanks, Lindsay, for that story. Well, 2 Cartersville men face meth and heroin possession charges following a traffic stop by Garrett County Sheriff's Office deputies. Cameron and Arnold Ambergy were passengers in a car that was stopped on Cartersville Road Tuesday night. According to Deputy Willard's report, he and his canine partner Murphy located quantities of meth and heroin on the 2 men. Both were lodged in the Jessamine County Detention Center. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office is still searching for a woman wanted for murder. Danielle Kelly, 39, was indicted by the Laurel County Grand Jury in November on 1 count of murder and 3 counts of assault first degree. The indictment stems from an investigation into a traffic crash in September of 2021. At the time of that crash, Kelly was allegedly operating a vehicle that struck 2 other vehicles, resulting in the death of 44-year-old Tiffany Smith of London. The crash also injured 3 other individuals. Investigators have determined that Kelly was under the influence of an illegal narcotic at the time of that crash. Kelly continues to evade arrest. Anyone with information as to her whereabouts is asked to contact the Laurel County Sheriff's Office. They can be reached at 606-864-6600. You can also leave a personal message on the department's Facebook page. And with that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We've got weather. How about some more news? How about sports? It's all right here, live at 5.
Hi, I'm John Leeds, owner-operator of Leeds Fine Jewelry, 108 East Main Street, downtown Richmond, Kentucky. 30% off sale this Christmas. First item is at regular price, your second item is at 30% off, and with every purchase you get a coupon for your next item with 30% off. This year we're offering diamond studs at ridiculous basement prices. We've got silver with Kentucky agates and gold jewelry with Kentucky agates. This holiday season, store hours are Monday through Saturday. We can handle any repair work you need done. Merry Christmas from Leeds Fine Jewelry.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop's Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cokedeck, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop's Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see you.
If you've dreamed of a job where you can help keep your family and community safe while planning for the future, then you need to check out the Fayette County Detention Center.
We're starting out $20 an hour. We have 8 paid holidays, 120 hours of sick time and vacation time a year. When you work a holiday, you actually make double pay. Our retirement is at 25 years. If you start out at 21, you'll be fully retired at 46, 25, fully retired at 50. Fayette County Detention Center is an amazing place to work.
Hi there, I'm Alan Feldhouse Jr., head basketball coach at Madison Central High School. Here at MCHS, we have built a winning team. I'd like to tell you about another local winning team, family-owned and operated Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. They specialize in roofing, general construction, and home maintenance services. Just like on the court, you need a team that will work together to get the job done, and that's exactly what BRC does. Give them a call at 859-353-1133. Roll Tribe.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond can energize you when your batteries fade out. They can also cut and make most home and automobile keys, replace and program key fobs, and make copies of your house keys. Plus, cell phone screen repair. Bring in your Apple or Samsung today. We are your home for all batteries. Go see Chris at Batteries Unlimited, Commercial Drive in Richmond.
granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Welcome back to Live at 5. Another very rainy, soggy day out there in central Kentucky. We've got meteorologist Todd Nelson. He is in the WBON Weather Center. He's got all the details of when this rain is just going to go away.
Thanks, Gwendolyn, and welcome back to the Bluegrass Restoration and Construction Weather Center. And the view from north of town on I-75 showing some fairly quiet conditions, though we were in and out of the clouds for much of the day, and it will be a cloudy and somewhat foggy night tonight. Soggy through the end of the week, especially tomorrow. Another round of precipitation into the weekend and even wetter into next week as our milder December temperatures continue. Again, our first chance of rain moving in as we head into Thursday. Off and on showers, a little bit heavier perhaps as we head into the afternoon. Can't rule out a clap of thunder with some of this shower potential. Again, Friday it looks like we'll have a little bit of a lull in that precipitation, but then Saturday another batch moving in from the south and west. So through 7 p.m. Friday, a majority of which will be coming through during the day tomorrow on the order of a ½ an inch to 3/4 of an inch. Could see some heavier amounts to the south where the rain lingers into Friday morning, or at least through the first half of the day Friday. And then this will take into account what we could see through the middle part of next week. Again, maybe several inches of precip near the tri-state region, but throughout much of the Commonwealth, we're talking 1.5 inches, especially close to home. So again, it could be a pretty soggy next several-day time period. In fact, NOAA's Climate Prediction Center highlighting an above-average chance of precipitation from December 13th and the 17th throughout much of the Ohio Valley. All right, looking at temperatures overnight tonight, it will be fairly mild as we drop down to just below the 50-degree mark. Again, some showers working through during the day tomorrow. Temperatures topping out into the low and mid-50s. This will be about 5 degrees above average, so pretty mild start. And even though all of clouds and showers tomorrow will be above average, but then even warmer on Friday as we get into the near 60-degree range. It'll be about 10 to 15 degrees above average with a few more showers early Friday, a little bit of a break, but then more rain moving in Saturday into Sunday.
Thanks, Todd. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, a motor vehicle crash leads to an arrest in Madison County. Madison County Sheriff's Department was called to a vehicle collision of an overturned vehicle over the weekend on Lancaster Road. Upon arrival at the scene, the deputy reported making contact with the driver, Jonathan Lawrence Sanchez, and detecting a strong odor of alcohol. When asked if he had been drinking, Sanchez responded to the officer with slurred speech and vulgarity. The deputy then ran the name of the subject, and it was determined that Sanchez had an active warrant for his arrest. Sanchez was charged with possession of a controlled substance, methamphetamine, theft by unlawful taking, automobile, burglary, 3rd degree, and public intoxication. Sanchez was transported to the Madison County Detention Center. The Kentucky Chemical Demilitarization Citizens Advisory Commission and Chemical Destruction Community Advisory Board will hold a meeting on Wednesday, December the 14th at 1:30 in rooms A and B on the lobby level at the Eastern Kentucky University Carl D. Perkins building located on Kit Carson Drive. The event is open to the public. Chemical weapons destruction operations are taking place at the Bluegrass Army Depot, the BGAD, near Richmond, Kentucky. Bluegrass Chemical Agent Destruction Pilot Plant managers want to keep citizens informed about that project and receive feedback from the community. For those who are not able to attend in person, a live video stream of the meeting will be available on the Program Executive Office Assembled Chemical Weapons Alternatives YouTube channel. That is at youtube.user.usaeacwa and the PEOACWA Facebook page at facebook.com. Viewers may ask questions, make comments, and receive feedback during that live stream event. The City of Richmond Recycling Center at 550 Recycle Drive will be closed on Thursday, December 22nd at 3 p.m. until Tuesday, December the 27th at 7 a.m. No recyclables will be accepted during this time. Note this includes the drop-off area. Sorry for any inconvenience, and you can call 859-625-0202 with any questions about that closure. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Michael Watkins with Sports. He's up next.
At Fast Flow Plumbing, you aren't sending your money to Texas and Florida to the big corporate plumbing companies. We're local, and that allows us to invest in the latest technologies like Permaliner for no-dig sewer replacements, which we warranty for 20 years. Fast Flow is the future of plumbing. Don't destroy your landscaping and finished basement because a plumber tells you he has to replace your sewer. Keep your home beautiful. Call a local pro at Fast Flow.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Man Chrysler in Richmond is Truck Town, USA. New trucks, used trucks, little trucks, big trucks, short trucks, long trucks. Hey, that's not a truck. Work trucks and fancy trucks. Who says you can't get a truck? Come on down to Man Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Richmond for your best deal today. Truck Town, USA.
The City of Richmond Stormwater Management Program works to protect our waterways from pollution and to help citizens with stormwater runoff and flooding. Stormwater is the rain and snow that runs off rooftops, roads, sidewalks, and other surfaces that cannot absorb water, which affects water quality. The City of Richmond Stormwater Management Program is dedicated to helping its citizens understand what stormwater is and its impacts on our watersheds and waterways. For more info, visit buildrichmondky.com and click on the Stormwater tab.
WBON TV9 is proud to be your source for local news, local weather, and local sports. At WBON TV9, we pride ourselves on being the local leader when something happens in our area. Channel 9 reaches nearly 900,000 people with our over-the-air coverage. WBON TV9 is also the #1 source you turn to locally for news on Facebook and WBONTV.com. Now you can enjoy all the local news, weather, and sports each weekday afternoon. Join us each weekday from 5 to 5:30 for the Live at 5 newscast. It's streaming on the WBON TV Facebook page, YouTube channel, Roku channel, and our live player on WBONTV.com. And of course on Richmond's new and first TV channel, available on Channel 9.1 over the air, Spectrum Channel 712, and on Urban Community Television, PRTC Cable, and Crystal Broadband. WBON TV, where every local story starts here.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. It was an action-packed night of high school hoops for many of the teams in the coverage area, including two of the top boys teams in the state squaring off in Winchester. With a recap of the games from last night, here's Michael Watkins in the Bill Morgan Tire Sports Studio.
It was a matchup of two teams ranked in the preseason top 6 in the state when GRC hosted Madison Central last night, and the game lived up to the billing. The Cardinals used a hot shooting first quarter by Rashawn Hampton to take an early lead, and at the end of one, the defending state champion led 19-12. In the second quarter, Jaden West came off the bench and provided a spark for the Indians, including a pair of layups and a corner three. Still, GRC forced 9 turnovers in the first half and took advantage of that sloppy play, and at the half held a 9-point lead. In the third quarter, Central showed just how good they could be, and Hagan Harrison got hot. The senior guard was finally able to get into a rhythm and knock down a couple of open looks, and Jalen Davis started to assert himself as well in getting to the line as the Indians went from down 9 at the half to leading by 3 after 3. But early on in the fourth, momentum would swing in favor of the Cardinals. After a non-foul call on Hagen Harrison's drive, Allen Feldhaus was hit with a technical for fighting for his player who hit the floor hard. GRC got a steal, a dunk, and free throws and never gave up the lead again on their way to a 76-67 victory. Davis led the way for Central last night with 23 points, including a pair of late threes that kept his team in it, while Harrison, West, and Todd all scored in double figures as well. The Madison Southern boys team hit the road for Danville last night for a matchup with Danville Christian, and despite leading by 3 after 1, the Eagles could never get into a flow as Danville Christian got to the free throw line 40 times. Yes, 40 times, and would go on to win 83-64 over the Eagles. In the loss, J. Rose scored 36 points for Mad South and in the process got to the 1,000th point mark. He also added 14 rebounds. In Richmond, the Model Patriots hosted Richmond's homeschool program in Wellspring Guardians. Model would build an early lead and would eventually pull away to an 84-64 win. Keisha Bandari always shows out when WBON-TV was there, and he once again did that, dropping 22 points while Kel Vickers went for 17 points. Thompson led the way for the Guardians by scoring 22. In girls action, the Berea Lady Pirates earned a second straight win, beating Lafayette at home 46-37. Sophie Brewer was the top scorer for the Pirates, going for 19 points, including 3 of 4 from the three-point line. Abigail Beard added 12, while Maddie King scored 9 for Berea. And Madison Southern's girls were in action last night as well, as they are currently competing in the Billy Hicks Classic at Scott County. Lady Eagles are now 4-0 after beating Simon Kenton 52-41. And tonight, the EKU men's basketball team is on the road at Tennessee, a very tough road challenge for the Colonels.
Well, no, it's a great opportunity for us, and they're ranked 7th in the country, but you watch them on film and you see that they win the Battle of Atlantis. They dominate a great Kansas team. This could be one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the country. They're a very connected team. They're unbelievable on the defensive end. They got size, they got length. They're very physical, so this will be a great challenge for us, and we look forward to this opportunity, and so I know our guys are pumped up for to play them.
For WBON TV Sports, I'm Michael Watkins.
Thanks, Michael, for that sports update. We're going to take one last short break. We'll be right back. More news right here, live at 5.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your hosts Samantha Burford and Michael Watkins as they break down, recap, and preview sports news in our area. Each Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON-TV Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and CBS Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, Bluegrass Restoration and Construction, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Looking for some fun? The Galaxy Bowling Center has a league for you. No matter your skill level, you can come out, make some new friends, and have a great time. Call 624-4444 for details. Or if you're more of a trivia person, Champions Grill has you covered every Tuesday starting at 7 with great prizes and all-you-can-eat wings for only $19.99. Why go anywhere else? The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Grill, your ticket to fun just off I-75, exit 87 in Richmond.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we value our patient relationships, making it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. We offer patients single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from implants, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. For your next dental appointment and for more details on lip filler and Dysport specials, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Hey, Madison County, did you know Berea Ace Hardware is more than just a hardware store? Berea Ace Hardware carries the top brands like Skag, Echo, Steel, Spartan, Toro, Bentelli e-bikes, Wolf brand scooters, Trailmaster go-karts, and Red Cat Racing RC cars. Check us out at BereaAce.com. We sell fun at Berea Ace.
This is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Choose Mercy Health, Markham and Wallace Hospital for your health care. Consider having your preventative care such as a CT lung screening, a mammogram, or a colonoscopy at Markham and Wallace Hospital. You can feel safe to come to the hospital campus. Following CDC guidelines, our care team is doing everything possible to ensure your safety and well-being. For more information about Markham and Wallace Hospital, call 606-723-2115 or visit mercy.com.
At WBON TV 9, you can count on our weather team to keep you up to date with all the latest developments, watches, and warnings.
We're here for you night and day, 24/7, no matter what the weather brings.
WBON TV 9 and our media partner 100.7 The Coyote are dedicated to you. That's why we say when the weather turns extraordinary, so does our coverage.
Get your forecast each weekday during the Live at 5 newscast on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here.
Welcome back to Live at 5. A house in Lexington was a victim of a car accident earlier today. According to reports, 50-year-old Abdul Simmons allegedly crashed into a home located off of Old Town Walk in Lexington. After crashing into the home, he reportedly causing minor amounts of damage. Simmons allegedly fled the scene. Police were called and investigated the situation. Lexington Police Department located Simmons and his vehicle at a gas station not far away from the home. Abdul was taken into custody and charged with DUI and leaving the scene of an accident. Well, a holiday tradition at the Kentucky Children's Hospital continued recently with a little help from musician Walker Montgomery. On Sunday, Montgomery, a Kentucky native, was helping to deliver gifts to the Jarrett's Joy Cart holiday store, which opens today. The tradition began over 2 decades ago when Jarrett Minor, a patient at the hospital, decided to use gift giving as a way of connecting with other families at the hospital. Since Minor's death from a rare form of bone cancer in 2002, his family has continued the legacy of spreading joy to patients and families during the holiday season through patients visiting the store to pick out gifts to give parents, siblings, and other. A very good tradition there. Well, do you have a naughty elf on the shelf staying at your home this holiday season? Here at WBON, we'd love to see the mischief your elf has gotten into. Take photos or videos of the aftermath and send them to information@WBONTV.com. You can also tag us on Facebook. We'd love to share what your naughty elves in Madison County are up to. I've seen a lot of really creative elves out there getting into a lot of mischief. A robbery of a seafood restaurant has landed one underage suspect behind bars. According to reports, Lexington police were called to the 500 block of West 6th Street on December the 4th around 3 p.m. for reports of a robbery involving a firearm. Upon arriving on scene, police found and arrested a 16-year-old male in possession of a firearm. The 16-year-old suspect was taken into custody and charged with possession of a firearm, robbery, as well as wanton endangerment. With that, we're going to say goodbye to another Live at 5. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you right back here tomorrow, Live at 5.